All right, I am live. It is a rainy but warm day here in the Washington, D.C. area, and just doing this live stream, maybe a bit briefer than the past ones, but I'll go for a little walk. I don't know where yet, maybe just to see some exotic plants or something, but just taking a rain walk, and hope you guys will join in there. It's been pretty rainy this entire weekend. Yesterday, sort of in the afternoon, it wasn't very rainy, but it's been pretty rainy today. Palm Nation, welcome to the live stream. Yeah, I'm just taking a walk here, and just going through the park, and I'm going to where am I gonna go? I don't know. I might head down to a palm that I know of, or maybe just take a walk, see some exotic plants or something. But welcome to the live stream. Actually, what was I gonna say? Yeah, maybe I'll go see. There's some cacti nearby that I know of, that I've seen before. So yeah, I'm here in the DC area this weekend. Yep. Two of my Jason Gillis, welcome. Palm Nation, no, I don't have a PS4. No, I'm not really a gamer. I don't really play many video games. My brother, he doesn't have a PS4, but he has a Nintendo, and he plays a lot of games. But no, I don't have one. I'm not really a huge video gamer, but yeah, a lot of people have them though. Two of my awesome, Jason Gillies, that's awesome. Glad to hear it. Yeah. Do you have them planted in the ground or in a pot? In 2 days. Wow, in 2 days. That's record germination there. Wow. Yeah, I don't really have experience germinating really much besides palms. Yeah, I've never germinated hibiscus. I just propagate cacti and germinated palm seeds, but that's pretty much all. But that's awesome. Sander, hey, welcome to the live stream. Just it's really pretty rainy today, but it's actually nice and warm. So I don't know what the temperature is. Maybe 40, 46 maybe. I don't know. I forgot to check. My plum. Wow, Palm Nation, is that right? Wow. Yeah, I've been germinating a lot of date seeds because I've been eating dates because they're really delicious, and they're easy to germinate, but they take forever. At least that's what I found. They took like months to germinate. I mean, I'm assuming that's normal, but that is 6 days to germinate a palmetto seed. I wish I could do that. I need to try germinating some sable minor seed. Mostly the seed I've gotten from like the Arboretum, I've just scattered around, but yeah, I need to actually try germinating it. Real Palm Nation, is that right? Wow, tornado outbreak, 80 Fahrenheit. 80 Fahrenheit. My God, it's like half of that here. Like probably maybe it's like the upper 40s, or I don't know. It's somewhere in the 40s today, but that is crazy. Yeah, I mean, I guess you're near Tornado Alley, so. But that is, I hope it doesn't hit you. That's crazy. Jason Gillies, to get full size, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, they can get pretty big pretty fast because they grow like 3 feet a year. So like 3 times 33, it's like 99. So yeah, they usually get to around 100 feet. So I guess 33 years maybe. I'm guessing in 33 years, they won't be quite 100 feet. I'm guessing they're probably, it depends where, obviously, because, for example, like I was in Columbia, South Carolina, which is not the most ideal climate for Washingtonia, but there were huge ones. I mean, I saw several over 40 feet tall, and I took a video of some. So there are actually a lot of mature Washingtonia robusta in Columbia, South Carolina, despite the fact that it's a pretty rainy place. So they're very adaptable, but obviously a place like LA or Southern California, it's gonna be dry, so they're gonna grow faster there. But yeah, I would say maybe about, in a place like LA, like an ideal climate, probably about 30 years. In a place like Columbia, South Carolina, or Charleston, South Carolina, where there are actually a bunch, I'm guessing it's gonna take longer, maybe, I don't know, maybe 35, 40 years. Sorry, checking the comments. Where are you headed? Sandor, yeah, I'm just going. That's a good question. I really don't know where I'm heading. I might head down to see those palms that I showed you guys before. And I mean, usually I try to go I want to try to go somewhere interesting, like drive somewhere interesting in the future. But today I'm just taking a walk, so I don't know. Maybe I'll go see those palms that I showed you guys, or I can show you some cacti if you want to see. Is that right, Palm Nation? Yeah. That's crazy. Wow, look at that dog. That just ran really fast. Let's see this. How fast are the Jason Gillies? Well, if you try growing Washingtonia robusta in Alberta, the problem is that, once it gets to a certain size, you might have to either see it die or invest a ton in protection, because they get to like 100 feet. So it will grow slower in Alberta. I don't know exactly how long, but it's going to take a while. I can tell you that. And I mean, that said, it'll. I'm sure it won't. If you actually protect it up to 100 feet, which is crazy. I don't know if anyone's ever done that. It'll take more than 30 years, certainly, because of the climate. And in winter, it won't grow as much. Whereas, like in Southern California, it'll grow a ton in winter. But that's a good question. I don't know how long it's gonna take. That's crazy. Palm Nation, yeah. White with Dreamy Eyes, welcome. I haven't seen you in my live streams yet. It's great to have you here. Yeah, I'm just taking a walk. This is just a park near me. You can see all the bamboo here, but yeah, I'm just taking a walk, and I don't know where I'm gonna get going. I might go see some cacti that I know of. Welcome, Scruffy. Welcome. Have math homework. Okay, yeah. Well, thanks for joining in. Is that right, Palm Nation? Yeah. I have a pollen allergy, so that is I love spring, but my pollen allergies get pretty bad in the spring. Yeah, White with Dreamy Eyes, I'm glad to have you here. Does Home Depot have hybridized? Jason Gillies, I'm assuming the answer is yes. Even if they're selling Washingtonia robusta, I'm guessing they're going to be hybridized. Maybe they could be hybridized like several generations ago and then crossed with a Washingtonia robusta, and it could grow up to look like a Washingtonia robusta. But I'm guessing pretty much all Washingtonia that you find at Home Depot are going to be hybridized. Yeah, White with Dreamy Eyes, thanks for joining in. Yep. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I don't think we've got really much pollen here yet. You have a warmer climate than me. What zone are you? I feel like you told me this before, but yeah, this creek almost never runs. Just runs when it rains. Anyways, yeah, this is I am in zone 7A, and parts of DC are 7B along the National Mall, but we're at a slightly higher elevation here, so this is zone 7A. But yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. None of the trees are really. They're all still, you can see there's not really any buds on them yet, because it's well, it's been pretty cold, but now it's warming up. Like this past week's been actually pretty warm. It's amazing the temperature shifts here. It's really it's crazy how much the temperature changes in just a couple of days. Wow, White with Dreamy Eyes, is that right? Yeah, we don't have any snow here. I think I saw like a chunk that was a couple of inches long on the end of my street. That's the only snow that's left. It was in like a giant pile, but essentially all snow is melted. Like you look in the woods here, you don't see any. Yeah, that's crazy. I haven't really had to shovel much all winter, just a tiny bit. Is that right, Palm Nation? 8B is nice. Yeah, no parts of Maryland are even 8B. 8A on the coast and parts of the Chesapeake Bay, but yeah, most of the state is going to be zone 7, and most of it's just going to be zone 7 and 6 in the western part. Life in a northern town. Yep. White with Dreamy Eyes. Yeah, that's crazy. DC is certainly not a northern town. It's like I wouldn't say much further south, but it's further south than a lot of places in Canada, than all of Canada. But it's just because it's decently. The West Coast is much warmer, much further north. The DC is really very. It can get really cold here. It's crazy on the East Coast and West Coast because of the current and the wind. Everything's different. It's amazing. Yeah, Sander, that's awesome. Yeah, warm spell. That's like what we're having right now. White with dreamy eyes. Yeah, that's crazy. You guys must have a lot of snow there. I wonder what climate zone. What zone are you? Do you know? I'm guessing you're like zone 4B or something, or 5A maybe. I don't know. Actually, you might be warmer than that because but it's probably gonna be pretty dry. Wow, look at this. This is usually much lower. This stream is much higher than usual and flowing much faster. I've seen some crawfish in there before. Never caught one though. Sander, yeah, you should do a video of shoveling. That'd be cool. Jason, yeah, I mean, you could probably use that for, if you're saying for your Washingtonia. I mean, I don't know how you're gonna protect it. You're gonna basically need to build like a structure over it. I don't know if the TP wet method's gonna work at once it gets super tall, but if it's a young palm, then yeah, that's probably good. That might work. I don't know what kind of heating you're gonna need there. I mean, as of now, things are probably gonna start warming up, and you're probably, I don't know what the temperature is there, but hopefully we won't get many more cold blasts this winter. I'm hoping that the winter is gonna be over soon. I don't think we're gonna get another cold blast, but you never know. White with dreamy eyes, you're gonna do a new video this week, or I'll be watching that then. Yeah, Palm Nation, that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, DC is listed as, some people say that there are 8A microclimates in the city, but I really don't know. I mean, people have tried Sable Palmetto, which is supposed to be like a zone. I mean, it works in some zone 8A, but they really haven't had any long-term success here. So I don't know, like the place at the Air and Space Museum where that Trachycarpus palm has just thrived. I don't know what zone that is. Maybe that is an 8A microclimate. I'm kind of doubtful. I don't know if there are any 8As in DC. I don't really think there are, but you got to get down further south and along the coast, further east, just to get a real 8A microclimate, or just an 8A climate. Wow, white with dreamy eyes. Is that right? You're zone 3? Wow. Where are you? What town is it? I don't know British Columbia towns that well. I know a lot of the towns like along the coast and in the Vancouver area and Vancouver Island, but inland I don't really know any of the towns. I know Lytton, British Columbia. Are you in Lytton? I remember you mentioning it. Jason, yeah, well, I don't know if they're gonna have to invest in some pretty heavy protection. Boutia are easier to protect because they never really get, and they're much slower growing than a washi. But yeah, I mean they're gonna be losing some money for protection. That's certainly the case. Yeah, zone 3 is crazy. That is really crazy. There's barely any parts of the continental U.S. that are zone 3. Actually, sorry, that's not true. Basically, the Dakotas and northern Montana, and the part along the Canadian border in like the center of the country and a little bit south of there is going to be the only part of the continental U.S. that's going to be zone 3, with the exception possibly of some like mountain summits. But there's really not much zone 3. There's no zone 3 anywhere near here. Lowest zone in Maryland is zone 5B. Why with dreamy eyes? Well, I'm excited to see your video. Your videos, I award it the most unique channel on YouTube. I think it is They're very unique, but I like them. So at least I find them very interesting, and it's so I can't wait to see it. Yeah, Palm Nation, that's awesome. I've seen long-term palmettos, pictures of them, including a huge one in Memphis, but I've never been to Tennessee. I'm going to the eastern part of the state, like the Smoky Mountains National Park, in a couple of months, but I've never been to Tennessee. So yeah, I would love to see some though. I know they're big trackies also in Memphis and even in the Nashville area. It's amazing, like not that far south of the Kentucky border. I've seen pictures of some big trackies, and I think it's Hendersonville is the name of the city. It's a northern suburb of Nashville, which is pretty impressive. Yeah, Palm Nation. Yeah, DC is sort of like a floodplain city. The National Mall, I mean, it was originally like a swamp. People say DC was a swamp. Only the National Mall really was a swamp. Most of the city was not. It was just hills, but and forests. But yeah, the National Mall area was a swamp floodplain, and they sort of had to fill it in to create the National Mall. So it looks very, very different than it did like a couple centuries ago. Prince George. Oh, Prince George. Yes. 79,000. That's actually pretty big. I mean, it's not that. I don't know. That's decently big. It's not like in a big metropolitan area, so that's pretty impressive. Lytton is my home away from home. Awesome. Yeah, Lytton seems like, I mean, all of British Columbia seems incredible to me. I've never ever been. I've only been to Ontario and Quebec in Canada. My cousins live in Montreal, but yeah, I would love to go to British Columbia. Definitely my top place in Canada. My top province is British Columbia that I want to visit. Is that right? Palm Nation. Yeah. I mean, there's some really high elevations, like in the 6,000s in eastern Tennessee. So you might be right. I don't fully trust the climate maps for those higher areas. Like it says the lowest climate zone, I think is 4B or 5A in California. But if you go to like 14,000 foot elevation at like Mount Whitney, I bet it's lower than that. So yeah, I think it's just too small to record though. I don't know. Yeah, that's interesting. Is that right? What Dreamy Eyes? Yeah, I know it. It seems like a very incredible place. Sorry, wait 1 second. Look at this bamboo forest here. Sorry, I'm gonna get in away from the road in a second. Yeah, Glacier National Park seems like an incredible place. Montana's cool because you have the Great Plains in the east, and then the western half of the state's like all mountains with beautiful Glacier National Park. Fortunately, a lot of the glaciers are shrinking there, so may have to change the name soon. Look at how dark it is in here. This is interesting. Look at the sign. Please do not cut bamboo. Yeah, this is people don't actually want the bamboo cut down. I mean, mostly because it's protection, not because they actually like the species. But bamboo is probably my favorite invasive species. At least invasive plant species. I'm not saying I love it. I love a lot of bamboo species. I'm not saying I love the invasive species, but I think it looks really neat. And it's evergreen, which I love. I'm kind of tired of the deciduous trees here. Like, look at all these deciduous trees, and you can see a few evergreens there. Let's read this. Sorry. Yeah, white with dreamy eyes. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. Yeah, white with dreamy eyes. That's awesome. It seems like an incredible place. Yeah, British Columbia is certainly some of the most stunning scenery in the entire world. So, I mean, I've seen pictures of the incredible diversity. You know, you have the mountains. You have like essentially desert. You have rainforest along some of the coastal areas. It's really incredible province. Small town feel and attitude. I see. That's awesome. I like small towns a lot. Love the bamboo. Yeah, Sander. Exactly. I would never rip it out, despite the fact that pretty much all gardeners here hate it because of the invasiveness of the non-native species, but I like it. I would not rip it out. A lot of people use evergreens here, as you can see. Like, the neighborhoods look like they could be in Oregon or somewhere because of all the evergreens. But once you get into the forests here, they're pretty deciduous, and in winter they look rather unattractive in my opinion. Yeah, sorry, Palm Nation. Yeah, that's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, I mean, Chattanooga is like, the city of it itself must be pretty high. And I think there are palmettos there. They're definitely mature windmills. It's really impressive, all the palms there. Sable minor and everything. I mean, sable miners, really hardy. So that doesn't surprise me. But like, there are palmettos that I've seen pictures of in Chattanooga, which is really impressive. 6.5 hours. Wow, life is dreamy eyes. That's like the distance from here to like Columbus, Ohio. I drive there sometimes, so with my family. NJ Ponds, welcome, by the way. That's clumping bamboo. That's they're definitely. I mean, even the invasive species are great screens. That's the sign I just showed you guys back there. People want it there because of its protection, because it is very, like, I mean, you can see how dark it was. It provides a lot of noise and just view protection from the street. So it's a great hedge. Like, lady palms are very bamboo-like, and people use them as hedges. Sander, yeah, I want to visit it too. It seems like an incredible place. But with dreamy eyes, yeah, I would love to do that. It seems like a great small town. I would I love the mountain towns. I mean, I've been out west a little bit and seen a lot of the smaller cities there, which just amazed me. I love the West. Palm Nation, yeah. You know what we should do? We should do like a palm enthusiast Zoom call or something like that. At least for the time being. Obviously, at some point we should have an in-person meeting, but I feel like that'd be fun. Why was streaming eyes? Yeah, that'd be awesome. I would love that. Yeah, I've not met anyone. Well, because my channel's relatively new, like the past 6 months, so I have not actually met anyone. I mean, I think most people haven't, but I haven't met anyone from YouTube in person. But yeah. Highest point in my area. Interesting. Palm Nation, yeah. The highest point it depends what you mean by area. In the DC area, there's actually a true mountain called Sugarloaf Mountain, which is about 40 minutes north of here. And it's about, I think it's like 1,281 feet. So that's the tallest in the DC area. The tallest mountain, Maryland's Backbone Mountain, which actually reaches its summit in West Virginia. But the highest point in Maryland, I think it has like a second summit in Maryland, which is 3,361 feet, I believe. But like I said, that's in Western Maryland, so nowhere near here. But it's pretty. Maryland's actually pretty mountainous in the western part, but not the most beautiful mountains in my opinion. I much prefer the West Coast mountains, and the Smoky Mountains, where I'm going to be going soon, seem incredible. So, is that right, Palm Nation? Excuse me. Really, do you guys meet? Like, do you have calls, or how does it work? How do the meetings work? And how can you join? That's interesting. Yeah, I'm not really there's no really local palm societies here, because it's not it's not like an incredibly palmy place. So I'm a member of the International Palm Society, but that's about it. I need to join another palm society. I wish there was a local one. Maybe I should start one. 7 hours actually. Wow. Now, are those trains in your town? Is there a train to Lytton, or excuse me, to Prince George? Because that's crazy. 7 hours is. It just shows you the scale of British Columbia. People don't realize how big it is. British Columbia is huge. It's like similar to Alaska in size. U.S. states are tiny compared to Canadian provinces, with the exception of like Nova Scotia and Prince Edward Island is just tiny by comparison to the other provinces. Like Quebec, Ontario are huge. Prince Edward Island is tiny. Jason Gillies, yeah. Yes, exactly. Palms are the best. They are just amazing. Really? Palm Nation, that's amazing. The Palm, wow. GD Gardens, and wow, that's crazy. The Palm Father's yeah, he's awesome. I love his channel. He makes like the most formal videos, in my opinion. He's very informed, and his videos are so, like, he does them so well, and they're so well, he's just great. I love his channel so much. Yeah, maybe I should. I don't know. I don't have a PS4, but a lot of people do, so we're gonna have to get more into gaming at some point. I'm gonna cross and show you guys the palms up here. All right, I'm gonna cross. Sorry if the camera's a bit wobbly. Had to run across the street there. This is a huge street. Sorry, I gotta go back to read your comments. I see. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, we don't. I mean, there are tons of commuter trains in the DC area, but there's no real rail near here, with the exception of the metro. The metro goes literally. The metro goes directly under my house. Crazy. The tunnel's directly under my house. Yeah, the DC metro system is it's interesting. I've been in I've been witness to some failures in the metro system. It broke down once, and it was bad, but for the most part, the DC metro system's reliable. Is that right? Why with dreamy eyes? That's awesome. Yeah, sorry, Lytton. Yeah, you should if you move there one day, or if you go there, you should try a palm. Needle Pond's a bit. I mean, I don't know. Lytton's probably a pretty dry place, I'm guessing, in the summer, but yeah, the hottest summers in Canada. Is that right? Yeah, I guess like Salt Spring, where Joe is, has more consistent temperatures, just cool and warm temperatures, but usually Joe's Island doesn't get very hot. NJ Palms, well, we do have a number of other evergreens. I grow, I have a fig, common fig, and some pine, but yeah, I really want to plant a eucalyptus. I don't know which species, maybe a gunnii, but there are some gunnii in the DC area. Sorry, I gotta get away from the street. Yeah, sander, exactly, needle palms. I would love to see them tried there. White with dreamy eyes, yeah, exactly. I love trains, especially when I was younger. When I was a little kid, I absolutely loved trains. And I have a model railroad in the there's sort of like a shed building behind my house. And I have a model railroad there. I love trains and I love railroads. Jason, I do not know the answer to that about Calgary, but I wonder what the warmest temperature there is. Yeah, I don't know much about the weather in Calgary, but I bet it can get pretty warm because, I mean, it's a pretty dry place, so I bet it gets pretty warm. Oh yeah, white with dreamy eyes, is that right? Yeah, I've been to Ontario, I think once, and I thought it was amazing. I went to Toronto. I went to, I have friends in Kingston, Ontario, and I thought it was amazing. Toronto's like New York, but not really very crowded, so I thought it was an amazing city, and the scenery there is very gorgeous. Niagara Falls, I went there. Niagara Falls is incredible, so. Palm Nation, is that right? You have pomegranates? That's awesome. Born in Vancouver, yeah. I've never been there, but I want to go. Sorry, I gotta get off the screen and I'll read some of your guys' comments. Yeah. Why would you eyes? Yeah. Salt Spring seems to have incredible weather. That seems like a really incredible place, and I really, really want to go there. As well as Lytton. I'd love to see a lot of the towns in British Columbia. I have loads. Is that right? Wow. Wait, NJ Palms, I have a question. Are you on Palm Talk? Because I don't know if it was you, but I saw someone on Palm Talk post in a picture. They were talking about eucalyptus in the southeastern U.S. and they posted a picture of the eucalyptus in New Jersey, and it was really nice. It was like a decent sized one growing in New Jersey. Is that you? Because it's incredible. I mean, yeah, if you're pushing the limits in New Jersey, I definitely need to plant eucalyptus here. There's one at the Smithsonian, Gunny Eye, which died sadly. I think. I mean, I went back and I never got to see it. So nice yucca there, by the way. But that's kind of a bummer. But there's one at Meadowlark Botanic Gardens in Northern Virginia, so I hope to go and see if it's still there. Or there was one. But yeah, I need to check that out. What's your eBay called, NJ Palms? Wow, is that right? What with dreamy eyes? Yeah, there's no rail line directly by my house, just under it. Yeah, White with Dreamy Eyes, Kingston, Niagara, incredible places. Really loved it. The scenery there is very nice. I think it's a beautiful place. Niagara Falls, the water was really blue. That's what I remember about it. I mean, I remember how stunning it was, but I just remember the water being incredibly, like almost turquoise, and it was really surprised to me because the rivers around here are just ugly because they're very polluted. And they have a lot of silt in them, so they're not clear at all. There's not much clear water around here, besides like small streams. Why would Dreamy Eyes? Well, I mean, I bet you there's still some cold there because that's more inland. But yeah, I mean, I guess compared to where you are, Lytton's probably a pretty warm place in the winter. But I don't know. I mean, I would love to see palms tried there. That seems pretty cool. It seems like a good place for zone pushing. Yeah, I know Vancouver's probably pretty expensive, but it seems like an incredible place. It's like consistently voted one of the most livable cities in the entire world. So I know it's very green, very clean, very beautiful. So I bet it's incredible. I really want to go to Southwest British Columbia and see it. Oh, yeah. Occasionally, yes. Is that right? Yeah. Those vortexes are just. If it weren't for like the rare colds here, or like we get like 1 or 2 cold snaps a year, if it weren't for those, we would have such an expanded growing range here. It's kind of unfortunate just how limited our growing is here. I mean, it's amazing how, my camera ops, for example, which is in a pot, that would be able to grow outside if it wasn't for the occasional cold snap. Obviously, I could protect it, but I hope to plant it in Southern California is where I hope to move one day. I know White with Dreamy Eyes, that might be a little warm for you, but for me, I could do without the cold. I mean, DC's not that cold of a place, but it certainly does have cold winters, so I could certainly do without the cold. And we don't get very much snow. Like I love cold with a lot of snow. Obviously I live in Palms, but we don't even get that much snow, so it's really just a downer. And it's you have days like this where it's not very warm. I mean, sometimes it's in like the 30s and rainy, and that's like a very common thing in winter in DC. So I don't really like that. Yeah, White with Dreamy Eyes, that's awesome. I bet it's a beautiful place. Is that right? Yeah, I've never been to Ottawa, but it seems like a really nice place. The I mean, the federal buildings there are gorgeous. I love, yeah, it seems like an incredible place, well, perched over the river. And Quebec City seems incredible also. Obviously not in Ontario, but yeah, that's a very historic city. So Toronto was amazing. And Kingston was incredible. Kingston was sort of like our state capital of Annapolis. Very, like sort of like a harbor town with a lot of boating. Boating's a big deal there. And it was sort of like Annapolis. Annapolis is a waterfront town and it's the capital of Maryland. And it's very nice and historic, just like Kingston. Is that right? Yeah. Why we dreamy eyes? Yeah. I mean, people could say that's kind of the case with LA, but I mean, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with the prices there if I do choose to move there. But yeah, that's crazy. I'm sure it's pretty expensive, but I'm sure it's also nothing compared to some of the other bigger cities like New York and San Francisco. Are just the prices there are crazy. Is that right, Palm Nation? Yeah. I wonder what zone I'd be. I'd probably be like zone 11 or something. I wish that was the case. Keep cold out. But fortunately, the geography doesn't quite work out for us. I mean, it's still really warm, so I always just remember it could be worse. Again, I can grow palms here. Maybe they'll need protection occasionally, but they can grow here. And what I'm about to show you is a palm. So, yep, I'm glad tomorrow's March. Yeah, what would dreamy eyes? Exactly. Last day of February. I can't wait till March. I mean, March just basically signals the end of winter and the beginning of spring, and when I can stop worrying about my palms possibly needing to be protected. So I am very happy as well. Exactly. Wow, is that right? Palm Nation, that is crazy. Look at this. This is the palm I walked to. So this is in the DC area, guys, in Maryland, just outside of Washington, DC. I don't want to seem like I'm filming people's house, but I am. So you can see, nice trekkie there. Lots of yucca here, and look at the stalks on those yucca. I mean, isn't that incredible? Up to like the top of the windows there. So really amazing. Nice Trachycarpus palm, about 3.5, 4 feet tall, actually. Probably 3.5. It's a big one. I mean, I think it's been through at least one winter without protection. This is a relatively new house, but really nice palm. Palm Nation. I'm assuming it's gonna be a pretty. Sorry, I'm just gonna get back to the comments for a second. Yeah, if it's zone 5, I'm assuming it's gonna be a dry zone 5. Like, I mean, Albuquerque, I can't believe this. Parts of the Albuquerque area are 6B, most of the area is 7A, and they have mature Washingtonia there. It's crazy. 6B with palms. It's colder than the DC area, but again, it's a dry cold, so it makes all the difference. That's just crazy. What kind of palms, Palm Nation? Yeah, Czech Republic seems like a good place for experimenting with cold hardy palms. Jason, awesome. That is incredible. 2 days sprouting is amazing. Sorry. Went to Quebec. That's awesome. I was dreaming eyes. Seems like an incredible place. Montreal is just incredible and a French person that I know visited Montreal and said it seemed very American. And I visited and I say it seems very French. So I don't know. I think it's Canadian, uniquely Canadian, but very, very unique city. Yeah, Palm Nation, exactly same here. I don't think we're gonna get any cold snaps anymore, so I'm pleased to say that. Wow, 21 on March 28th. Wow, white with dreamy eyes. That's amazing. You're gonna be giving her some alcohol. That's actually, what is the legal drinking age in Canada? Is it the same as the U.S.? 21 here, so. People think it's crazy that you can drive at whatever it is, like 16 or 17, and you can't drink till 21. You can vote at 18, you can't drink till 21, but congrats on that. That's amazing. Not a dry zone 5. Palm Nation, they just had really mild winters, because zone 5 here on the East Coast, I'm just comparing everything to the East Coast, but a wet zone 5 on the East Coast, like coastal Maine is like zone 6B, so on most parts of the coast. So, and you can't really grow palms there without protection, besides possibly needle palm in a shelter location. I have white with dreamy eyes. Awesome. I love March too. Oh yeah, NJ palms. Yeah. Is that right? Is it fire season for New Jersey? Because I have relatives in New Jersey, but Oh, you're in the Pinelands, right? Yeah, the Pinelands, I'm assuming. Yeah, that makes sense. For California, summer's the fire season. It's turning into all year as the fire season, really. But Bugger Muffin Boys, Palms, welcome. I'm here at a home in right near me in sort of my neighborhood in Maryland, and there's a nice Trachycarpus palm. Just happened to discover it one day a number of months ago, so it's pretty cool to see it growing here. Just shows that we have a relatively mild climate. I mean, depends how you define mild, but yep. Austrian Czech. That's awesome. Yeah, that's crazy. The fire season is just, we don't really have a fire season here. I mean, it's very, very rare if there's a forest fire in the DC area, especially if it's, most of the forest fires in Maryland are human started. Wow. Palm Nation, is that right? Yeah. I mean, Alaska has the widest range of any climate zone range of any state in the U.S. because it goes from zone 1A to 8B, which is just incredible. I mean, it's really mild in the coastal areas on the British Columbia border, where I'm sure palms have been grown in Sitka, which isn't even the southernmost part of Alaska. They were grown for like 15 years without protection and then finally died. So I think more people need to try them on the Alaska Panhandle. I really would love to see some more palms there. Drinking age is 19, is that right? Wow. Yep, 21 here in the U.S., so you Canadians are lucky. Is it a state law? Actually, I don't even know how it works in the U.S. I think it's a national law, but I mean, different states have different alcohol laws. I know that, but that's crazy. Anyways, yeah, that's the palm. So I'm just gonna take a walk over to a different palm that I know, and then I'm gonna probably head home after that. But yeah, great to have you guys in here. In-ground sago sun. I assume, yeah, so that's a good question. A lot of people have sagos in pots, including myself, but they're not at all long-term here in the DC area. Definitely not. Mine currently has some cold damage on it and is recovering. I say recovering. It's never got nearly bad enough to kill it, but it got down to probably about 22, my sago, before I brought it in. And I brought it in like pretty soon after it got down that low, but my sago has some cold damage on the fronds. It's got some white, the fronds just sort of turn white and lose their coloration, just turn sort of dullish. That's how you know that they have cold damage. So yeah, not long term. I've never seen in-ground sago in the DC area. Actually, that is not true. Excuse me. There is a 40-year-old sago in ground in the DC area. I have videos on it. It's currently under protection. I know a gentleman who has a home. I'm going to visit his home this summer. I visited it in the past. It's sort of in my neighborhood. He has a 40-year-old sago palm. This thing is over 10 feet tall. Only in-ground sago I've seen in the DC area. He protects it every winter. He used to have a Washingtonia that got 20 feet tall, and he protected it every year, and then finally got too big to protect. He had like 18-foot tall trackies that finally died, completely unprotected. He's a 500 or 600 pound pindo palm that he brings out every summer in his yard. And I met him this past winter, and he has 2 huge needle palms, by the way. One needle palm's like 9 feet tall, 9 or 10, so only in-ground sago I've seen. The thing is incredible. It is, I mean, if I was in LA and I saw a sago that big, I would be amazed because it is huge. Yeah, white with dreamy eyes. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, congratulations on the 21. That's crazy. Yeah. NJ palms. That's right. There's no really drought here. Our summers are generally actually pretty wet, so yeah, not really a fire risk here. But the Pinelands are an incredible ecosystem. Southern New Jersey, they resemble like South Carolina or northern Florida, Georgia, more than the stereotypical New Jersey people think of it. I think it's probably the most beautiful part of New Jersey. That and maybe Sandy Hook, which I love. Native cacti there that I've seen. Anyways, my relatives live along the coast, so I have fond memories in New Jersey. It's a great place, and I've never really been through the Pinelands, just driven through, but it's a really incredible ecosystem full of pines and a lot of conifers. Yeah, yes. Yes, Bugger Muffin Boys, yes, exactly. I do, I should have taken a seedling. They were everywhere in South Carolina where I took the video of them. But yeah, they would definitely work here. They're actually native to, like, 20 miles from here. They're native to the entire eastern shore of Maryland, and actually a good portion of the western shore of Maryland. They are hardy, so yeah. I definitely need to try loblolly pine. I'm a big pine fan. Sorry, there's so many comments here that I haven't read. Why with dreamy eyes? Yeah, well, I can't say Americans don't love to drink. Americans definitely love to drink as well, yeah. Part of... Yeah, we have a lot of Scottish heritage here, too. And Irish, so definitely a lot of drinking here. Plant that sago and... Yeah. NJ Palms, sometimes we just get down below 20. We haven't gotten down below 20, I don't believe, this entire winter, which is actually quite amazing. But I don't know. I might have to see that thing die if I put it in the ground. Yeah, I'm actually surprised how much cold damage it got in just a pot. A pot's are less cold hardy, but I'm actually surprised how much damage it got. Just just with me having it out for a little bit in the low 20s. But yeah, maybe I should. Yes, yeah, I love pine. Yeah, the pine forests, even in southeastern Virginia, they're incredible. But yeah. Anyway, sorry, you can see the palms here. 1 second. I gotta admit, what was dreamy eyes? Is that right? 16? Excellent. Well, good ages. That's amazing. We're going to college soon. That's crazy. White with dreamy eyes. Yeah, well, I don't know. Yeah, that's just what happens. Kids grow up. Yeah, I'm pretty young, so yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, bugger muffins. Yeah, that's I like in southeastern Virginia. It's actually amazing, the pines that grow there. Look at this. Sorry, look at this patch of a bunch of cacti. Do you know is this Himafusa? I should know this, but look at this incredible cacti here. You see these detached pads there. You literally just stick them in the ground and they'll grow. It's amazing how easy they are to propagate. That's one of the reasons I love cacti so much. Beautiful yucca. Looks like Rostrata. Trachy's in a pot with Christmas lights. Completely no damage. In-ground trachy right there. 2 yucca. Another yucca, I think. And then I wonder if there are any palms in the back. So this is another house that just came upon right near that other one. Really amazing. Yeah, NJ Palms. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, the pinelands is just, I'm tired of the deciduous forest here. So when I see the pinelands like of New Jersey or Cape Cod or Long Island, it's really amazing. How I love all the BLEs there. Yeah. Have a lot of loblolly seedlings. Awesome. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. Sago's completely different. Yeah. That's, they always put on new growth every spring, so yeah, they would completely get defoliated and probably die if someone left them unprotected here. But people have them here and protect them. Like I told you. Yeah, Bugger Muffin Boys Ponds. Where are you? Sorry, I forgot where you are. You might have told me. Wow, White with dreamy eyes, 3rd year of college. That's awesome. That's crazy. Yes. North Georgia. That's awesome. So you must have Sable Minor that's native pretty close to you. Just north of Atlanta, there's a huge Sable Palmetto. It's amazing what grows there. Really incredible. Yeah, a lot of pines around there. In grade 11, awesome. White with dreamy eyes. Campbell likes Coke, welcome. I'm just sorry, I need to read these comments, but I'm just walking around here, and this is just a sort of exotic garden here, and there's another palm over there I just showed people. But welcome, just taking sort of a rain walk here. Sander, yeah, I'm a pretty young guy, but Yeah. But with age comes wisdom, as I like to say. Loving the weather today. Yeah, Campbell Lakes Cove. What is it there? It's like probably 40s and rainy here today, so I don't know if I'm loving this. I love rain, actually. I really do. Most people hate it, but I love it. But I wish it was a bit warmer, I guess. But it's not too bad. White with dreamy eyes. Really, that's awesome, bugger muffins. Yeah, you don't need to protect sable palmetto there, really. I mean, huge ones. And it's amazing. On this one, someone posted a picture, like a street view link on Palm Talk of this one, like, sort of industrial yard that was full of, like, incredibly mature sable palmetto with full crowns and pindos with full crowns. And I was just, that was probably one of the most amazing palm collections that I've seen. And they're planted publicly there. Like, Atlanta's really got a lot of palms. Gotta love it. Yeah, I would love to see a video of the, people have posted one, like Monticello, Georgia native sable minor, which is like in the Atlanta metropolitan area. It's amazing. It was like a forest. It looks like the DC area forest, but like an Appalachian forest, but filled with sable minor, which was so cool to see. That's awesome that you're planting palms there. 80 Fahrenheit, really? That is crazy. How is this so different than here? It is like 40. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I forgot to check the temperature, but I'm guessing it's like 45 here or something. It is, yeah, it's I hope to be warmer today, but it's not really that cold, so that's nice. And sunny. Wow. Yeah, look at the weather here. I mean, yeah, it's just what happens. 32 Fahrenheit here. Yeah, white with dreamy eyes. You know, that's actually not that bad. 0 Celsius, but I mean, yeah, that's not too bad. It's been past couple of days have been pretty warm, but it's gotten well below 32 here. I don't know about well. The lowest we've seen is I probably about like 21 or 2 Fahrenheit, like -9 or something Celsius. Excuse me, sorry, negative like 6 Celsius probably is the lowest we've seen. But it's really humid. Yes, exactly. I know. Even DC and even like southern Canada gets really humid in the summer. It's amazing. The southeast. That's why I love the West so much. It's just especially the Southwest U.S. Just it lacks all that horrible humidity. I mean, DC is just really ridiculously hot in the summer. It's ridiculously hot and humid. The humidity just makes it so much worse. Gulf Stream, yeah, I'm sure it's that. I mean, like Florida, the Gulf Coast of Florida is just incredibly. Yeah, I'm sure it's the Gulf Stream that brings all that humidity. But Lake Lanier, bugger muffins. I've never heard of that, but I bet it's incredible. That's a great palm climate. I'm really jealous of your climate. +7, wow. Sander, nice and warm day. Nope, palm's not needing protection right now. Yeah, awesome. Like, put 2 nice pindos in. Yeah, that's great. I love to hear that. Wow, Palm Nation, that is crazy. I mean, I guess, yeah, you're in like a floodplain area, so that's, I guess, prone to tornadoes, but that's just crazy. 80, I mean, it's really warm there. It's crazy. 75, wow, bugger muffins, that's nice. Yep, stay safe, exactly. At Campbell Lakes Coke, yeah, I'm wishing you the best. I hope the tornado, I hope they're just, I hope they don't actually appear. I hope it's just in the forecast and then never actually comes, but that's crazy. Yeah, we have tornado watches significantly here. I mean, DC's, I'm not going to say has a ton of tornadoes, but compared to like, you know, anywhere in the West, really, DC's decently tornado prone. We've had some decently big ones here recently. 50 Fahrenheit, wow. Sander, that's amazing. It got warmer there than it did here. White with dreamy eyes, that's nice, yeah. At least it's not raining. At least it's not cold and raining, I should say. Let's go. Bye. All right, guys. A Camel Lakes Coke. Yeah, I've looked at the. I've seen the. I can only imagine what it's like there because I mean DC is unbearable in the summer with the humidity, so I can only imagine. And then Miami, which seems it's an incredible place, but I've just never been there in the summer, and I bet it's crazy. I mean, just the humidity just makes everything so much worse. Yeah, white with dreamy eyes. That's the kind of humidity I like. Exactly. Sander, yeah, white with dreamy eyes. I don't know if you'd like it in Florida. It might be too. I'm sure it's too warm for you. I mean, North Florida's like a. I don't know if there are any 8Bs in Florida. There's definitely 9A throughout a lot of northern Florida. So there are some cooler areas, and it can actually get down to below freezing. Every winter, usually it gets down to like this guy that gave a presentation on the IPS webinar they just had. He said like it got down to like the 20s this past winter, which is crazy. I mean, Florida, people don't imagine it, but North Florida can get decently cold. I mean, I remember like someone posting pictures of like iguanas dropping from trees in Miami when it got in like the 40s or something, because they were native to the tropics, like the Virgin Islands and the Caribbean, and they were introduced to Florida. So they're not actually native, they're actually invasive. White with dreamy eyes, yeah. I mean, yeah, a lot of people like that, you know, diversity of 4 seasons, which DC definitely has, even though we don't have that much snow. But I'm a warmth guy. I like warm areas. Yeah, bugger muffins. I mean, you probably don't have nearly as cold temperatures as we do. So yeah, the soil, like I tried planting a palm seedling once after like a freeze, and it was just, this ground was frozen solid. Yeah, white with dreamy eyes. Yeah. Florida's incredible. I really like it. I was Crystal River, by the way, which has some of the like tallest and oldest sable palmetto I've ever seen, surrounding this like oasis. Has the bluest water I've ever seen. Like they're called the Three Sister Springs. You can look them up. The water there is so like it's so genuinely blue. It is incredible, because a lot of the other springs are like they just sort of flow into like the Gulf or other areas. So they're mixing with the dirty water, like with the silt and sand. But here they have their own little basin where the water just flows up from the springs. There's manatees, and I got to swim with the manatees. That was a very special experience, and it was just incredible. So blue and beautiful. Lots of yeah. Florida's great, but yeah, again, very humid. If you want to live there, you got to deal with the humidity in the summer, which is just kind of unbearable. Bugger muffins, yeah. From what? From the are you saying from the soil? Yeah, I've gotten leaf spotting on my palms, but yeah. Yeah, NJ palms, yeah, exactly. Wow. Yeah, Sander, I saw your awesome videos. Everyone check out Sander's channel, by the way, Sander Ontario Palms. His videos from Cuba. Your videos from Cuba are amazing, but I didn't know you went in that time of year. I bet it was incredibly humid. Look, there's the trackie. I'm gonna start to head back now, but you can see very nice palm. Doing very well. And again, it was covered in snow. The center spear looks great. No damage whatsoever. White with dreamy eyes. Well, there are definitely some very nice places in Mexico. That's not to say, I mean, a lot of the resort towns, unfortunately, have become very dangerous and have gang violence, but there's definitely some very nice places in Mexico, and the native palms there are incredible. So I definitely want to visit. But again, yeah, I mean, you do have to be careful about certain places where you go, but they're definitely nice places. Yeah. Only problem in the southeast is a Camel Likes Coke. My father was in Miami, just in the Miami area, and he got one that wrapped onto his arm, and I don't know what happened. I think he got like a horrible rash. He said it was really painful. Yeah, that is a big problem. I've never been to Maryland Beach. I've never been to the beach in Maryland, actually, but I go to the New Jersey beach all the time, and I've seen a bunch of jellyfish there, live and dead. Never seen a man of war though. Even in the Chesapeake Bay, like 45 minutes from me, which is brackish, by the way. It's an estuary. There are moon jellies, but no man of war. Yeah, those things are brutal, merciless. Yes. Sander, have you been there, or do you know of it? Yeah, so unfortunately it was the season where the manatees weren't in the springs. They were in a sort of more murky area, but it was just incredible. And the springs were amazing. I didn't get to swim in the springs, which was unfortunate, but I got to swim to one of the springs, and yeah, Crystal River was just amazing. No coconuts there, just like it's like on the border between where coconuts grow, the northern, on the west coast of Florida. But yep, lots of palms there. Yes, Camel Lakes Cove, yeah. Yeah, there are huge sable palmetto. They are old growth sable palmetto, never been logged in a lot of areas there. So some of the tallest ones I've ever seen. The tallest ones I've ever seen. Some of the tallest ones out there. They're certainly the tallest I've ever seen. No question about that. Yeah, huge sable palmetto. I mean, they're like Washingtonia high. I mean, they actually do legitimately look like Washingtonia. The crowns, which are full and big, they look like specks compared to the trunk. So, really, why would you dream eyes? Is that right? Yeah, I don't really. There are a lot of Mexican immigrants in this area, but I've never been to the country of Mexico. But I would like to go one day just to check it out. And if I move to Southern California, I'll be right near Mexico. So a lot of Mexican influences. You know, parts of 8 U.S. states were part of Mexico once. So there's a lot of Mexican influence in the southwestern U.S. Used to be part of Mexico until we had the Mexican-American War, and then took the control of the states. California, it comes from, a Spanish name which was used by Mexico. Okay, yeah, the Camel Lakes Coke, yeah, those things are brutal. Man of Wars. NJ Palms, my relatives live in the Asbury Park area, so I go to Allenhurst. I go to the beach in Allenhurst, New Jersey. And I've also been to the beach in Sandy Hook, which is beautiful, by the way. A lot of conifers there. I actually really liked it. A lot of evergreens and a scrub environment like that of the southeast. Very different from the rest of that area. Very, very like subtropical feeling. Sorry, I'm gonna walk down here for a second. Yeah, love Mexican food. Why the dreamy eyes? Is that right? Sander, wow. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of these areas probably have pretty high crime rates. That's crazy. All right, I'm actually gonna head up here. Is that right? Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm sorry to hear that. That's terrible. Got robbed. Yeah. Sandro, that's crazy. I mean, some of the police there, unfortunately, are pretty corrupt in Mexico. I think Mexico City is like the highest police, like 1 in 10 people are police. It is like an incredibly high number of people enlisted in the police force. Is that right, Camel? Is that right? Yeah, the coconuts. That's crazy, yeah. Yeah, there are some actually decent cold hardy coconuts. I mean, depends who you consider cold hardy, but yeah, I mean, Daytona Beach got coconuts. Wow, Sandra, yeah. I'm really, really sorry to hear that. That is awful. Yeah, I've never been robbed, but that is crazy. That is crazy. Wow, no one here. All right. Nice and silent for now. Yeah, I'm really sorry to hear that, Sandra. That's terrible. Is that right? Wow. A Camel Lakes Coke. That's crazy. I didn't even know there were any 9B hardy coconuts. That's... Are we talking about long term? I mean, I don't know. What is Tampa? There are coconuts in Tampa. Is Tampa 9B or 10A? Yeah, why with dreamy eyes? Yeah, that's crazy. NJ Palms, I think Asbury's pretty... You're definitely right. I go there... I mean, before COVID, I went there like twice a year to visit my relatives there. I have tons of relatives, grandparents, cousins, aunts and uncles. So, That is crazy. Yeah. It's definitely, I mean, it's kind of like gentrified. So a lot of, Asbury Park used to be pretty dangerous and it's changed a lot. But I think it's a pretty neat beach town. My grocery store. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, those weevils and beetles. I think insects are some of the most harmful things to palms, honestly. Obviously, if you don't, I think humans are the most harmful things. We chop them down by the masses, you know, with deforestation. But yeah, those weevils, the South American palm weevil has invaded Southern California. It became invasive in Tijuana, Mexico, then invaded San Diego, and it's now working its way up through Orange County and into LA. Really crazy. And it mainly goes for the Canary Island date palms, of which there are, you know, thousands of, you know, 100-year-old Canary Island date palms. So they're just destroying them, and they've naturalized all over Southern California. So they're wreaking havoc, and I'm really, really sad to see pictures. You see pictures of just like, basically just roadsides filled with Canary Island date palms with these like just flat tops. That's what happens. The palm weevils just invade. They're really horrible. I hate the palm weevils. I'm sorry to hear that you're I'm really sorry to hear that. That's terrible that it died. Yeah, coconuts are really tricky to grow in pots and especially indoors because of mites and yeah, beetles, like you said. Oh yeah, is that yeah. Chemical likes coke. Yeah, one of my dreams is if I move to Southern California or maybe Arizona, who knows, I would love to try a coconut because they can be grown in Southern California. You gotta help it through. The problem there is, of course, it's dry in the summer and then cool in the winter. So two things coconuts don't like. But with a little bit of help, you can get them through. Maybe a little water. So I really want to try coconut when I move to California. If I move to California, Southern California. Sander, thank you so much for joining in. I really, really appreciate this. Yeah, it's a great live stream. It was awesome. Bye. Take care, my friend. Oh, NJ Palms. Wow. That's awesome. Yeah, I know exactly where Ocean County's one south of Monmouth, right? Monmouth County. All right, I'm gonna go down the side street. Palm Nation. Yeah, that guy is insane. He or she, I don't really know the gender at this point. I mean, I don't know what to believe because he keeps lying, but yeah, exactly. That's claiming it was a coconut palm. I think it was a Majesty palm or whatever it was dead. So yeah, I'm surprised he even had one. I mean, I thought he would just lie about having, but somehow he got a dead Majesty palm. He claimed it was a coconut palm. But yeah, this guy's crazy. I mean, look, I was very nice to him at first. I just tried to be nice, partially so he wouldn't troll me, and partially just because I tried to be nice to everyone. But he tired me out pretty fast. All the lies, and you should see his latest video. His latest video is crazy. It's really, really insane. This is Bigfoot Squad BWPPs for those of you who don't know, and he's like 50 different channels. Hello. Camel likes coke. Yeah. According to Bigfoot's rules. So yeah, look at this nice yucca. They're all over. Yeah, sorry. According to his rules. Yeah, there's Zone 8B on Lake Erie. Sure. Yeah, that's I mean, you'd be hard pressed to find a Zone 6B on Lake Erie. So Zone 8B, there's no such thing anywhere near Ohio, and warmest you got in Ohio is maybe a 7A microclimate. I mean, there are needle palms that are long-term in Cincinnati. My dad's from Cincinnati, so I go there with some frequency. Great city, and there are long-term needle palms there. But that's about it for Ohio as far as long-term is concerned. No Zone 8 anywhere near Ohio. Alea Atoll, yep. Wow. Bugger muffins, is that right? Interesting. Yeah, that's I don't have a Majesty palm. Most of them I need to get more palms actually. I want to build a greenhouse actually. I think it can definitely be done. They're actually pretty easy to build. You can get kits and different things to help you, but I would love to get a greenhouse and actually get some tropical and you know, palms that obviously won't survive here. I also would love to get a Wagnerianus. There's actually a long-term Wagnerianus in a sheltered courtyard outside at the U.S. Botanic Garden. I'm just dying to see it, but unfortunately the garden is closed, so I'll have to wait till COVID's over. A camel who likes coke, I could not have said that better myself. That is 100% true. Look, DC is actually where I'm from. I mean, it's where I live. It's not my favorite place personally, but I live here. I make the most of it, and most importantly, I'm honest about where I am. This is the DC area. This is actually like a couple hundred feet from the DC border. It's just a road that divides the border right near here. But look, I live here and I'm honest about it. And this is a zone 7A, and yeah, I mean, there's no. I just think it's crazy that this. I wish he would just be honest. I thought eventually, after so many people knew he was lying, that he'd stop, but he didn't. That's really frustrating. So, yeah, I mean, you know, it is what it is. I think people should just try to ignore him, if that's possible. He's a troll though, so it's really frustrating. Did I just get myself closed in here? Huh. Oh no, there's a path there. Huh. Nice yucca here. You can see they've sort of naturalized like this in a lot of DC area, a lot of places in the DC area, so that's pretty cool. Exactly, pollination. I would think he would just be sad. And in his latest video, he said some really crazy things that I'm not going to say here, but he seems like he's almost depressed. And I if he is, I mean, it would help everything just to be honest. I mean, maybe a lot of people wouldn't like him because he's already gone too far, but I would at least feel better that he's being honest. And honesty means a lot, and he doesn't really realize that. So I'm saying this. I wish you'd just be honest. I mean, you know what I mean? Why with dreamy eyes? Yeah, exactly. Eleo Ewuno PK. Yes. There's whole. Yes, a camel who likes coke. That's a palm that does great. They're actually mature Beccaria Phoenix alfredii in downtown San Francisco, growing in this like elevated park. So incredibly, it's like a cold hardy coconut. It is a cold hardy coconut, and that's a really awesome palm. And I want to try one too. Obviously, DC it would not work, but if I moved to Southern California, obviously I'm gonna be trying one. And they really do look like coconuts. Yeah, camel who likes coke. Yes, exactly. You could be like Bigfoot, but actually be honest about that. Yeah. It really. I mean, you know, if I definitely could have gotten that confused for a coconut. It really looks like a coconut, which is awesome. Look at this. That's what the forest looks like around here. I mean, don't you guys think? I mean, wouldn't it just be nicer to see a bunch of evergreens in there rather than ivy-covered trees that are just dull and are dead? By the way, that is the Geico World Headquarters right there. So this is Friendship Heights, Maryland, literally on the DC border. Like one traffic light past that one up there is DC, and this is in Maryland, like I say. White with dreamy eyes. Yeah, I remember you saying that. Well, yeah. I mean, the point is, I'm sure you didn't go around creating fake channels and posting using people's avatar. And for me, that's when Bigfoot went too far. For a lot of people, he went too far much earlier than that. And before that, he was just kind of annoying. But his videos were kind of comedic in that, like, he just lied. And, you know, I mean, they were kind of comedic in that sense. That he was just lying and everyone could tell he was lying. But that was really when he went too far for me. And I mean, the fact that he was trolling Joe, that's just something I can't stand. And, you know, Joe is just such a nice guy. I don't know why this kid would do something like that. And it really, really annoys me. The evergreens here. Yes, a camel likes coke. Yeah, exactly. I went to Congaree National Park, which is just incredible. And they have two incredibly different ecosystems: bald cypress swamp, which is deciduous conifer, very unique deciduous conifer, which is really cool. And then they have the loblolly pine forest, and I love loblolly pines. They're native to near here, like I said, but they're not very prevalent until you get to the eastern shore of Maryland, in which case they're all over the eastern shore of Maryland, especially the coastal areas. But love loblolly pines and longleaf pine, Pinus palustris. Pinus taida. I think Pinus taida is loblolly, right? Yeah. Camel legs coat, exactly. That's the thing here. Like the bench outside my house, like the paint on my house, just, it gets like a coating of yellow dust. And like I said, I have pollen allergies, so again, it's not that bad, but it's just like, you know, I get sniffles and stuff like that. So, yep. Yep, NJ Palms, exactly. Yeah, what would dreamy eyes? It is just plain mean, exactly. Yeah, so why would dreamy eyes? Yeah, that's what I love. Yeah, troll the trolls, exactly. Yeah, he just went too far, that kid. Yeah, they smell amazing. I know. You got like a fresh pine forest. The smell is just incredible. Really? Is that right? NJ Palms, I didn't really know, and New Jersey was that prone to wildfire. I mean, I know it happens, but that's crazy. I mean, I guess the Pinelands, because of the pines, you just got more fires there. It's crazy. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear about that. Like California, I went there once, and as soon as I stepped out of the airport in LA, I actually have a doctor there. So I may actually be going to LA soon, by the way. So in which case, I'm going to make more videos than you guys can handle and do a bunch of live streams, hopefully. I might be there for a couple of days. But yeah, I was there once. As soon as I stepped out of the airport, you could smell the thick smoke in the air and the fire there. The fires are just terrible. And yeah, fire season just I think it's fire season's getting longer and longer. You have, you know, fire season didn't even really end that long ago in California, so it's just getting worse and worse, which is really quite sad because it's such a beautiful state. Well, with streaming eyes, yeah. That's, yep, yeah. Well, yeah, there were good trolls and there were bad trolls. I mean, look, I don't know how you define good trolls, but there are trolls that are just, you know, joking around, and then there are trolls that are truly annoying and trolls that are truly just mean. And this kid's crossed over the line. Yeah, Camel likes Coke. Yeah, that's true. The forests here don't really smell like anything because it's not really that fresh here. You just smell pollution and stuff. And this kid, Bigfoot, his signature thing is he goes on his video on one of his other channels, because he has like 50 or 60 channels, and he'll write negative comments or occasionally positive comments to himself, and usually they're negative to make it seem like he's actually someone else. Like he has Cedar Point, Palms, Keel. Like he's like a Virgin Islands, U.S. Virgin Islands channel. I saw him post one comment, and then I think the channel got deleted. But I don't know. This kid just, you know, even if before he created that fake Joe channel, he had already just gone too far, and he had already lied way too much about his location, and that's just, I just don't like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, NJ Palms, exactly. Is that right? 7,000 acres. Wow. Oh my God. That's crazy. When I was in LA, the fires were probably 30 miles away, a little past the San Fernando Valley, if you guys know what that is. But it's a beautiful place, but the fires, I mean, you could see the smoke in the air. And again, the pollution in LA is pretty bad too. Amazing. I was out driving towards Malibu once, going to the Getty Villa, which is a museum out there of ancient art. And you look back across Santa Monica Bay towards like the Palos Verdes Peninsula and towards like the LA coast and, you know, all the beach towns, and you just see this thick layer of smog hanging over, and then you can see like some mountains sticking up over the smog. It really put it into perspective for me just how bad the pollution is. Bird of paradise in there, by the way. But yeah, the pollution there is just terrible. Sorry. Yeah, why with dreamy eyes? Yeah, exactly. I'm sure you're just one of those joking trolls, you know. There are some people like that, but yeah, exactly. Yeah, you were a good troll, exactly. Another tree was got me out of the street here. Wow, is that right? Are these for root beer? Is that right? That's awesome. Yeah, I'm sure they smell amazing. That's awesome. Sale pimentos smell. Is that right? Is that right? I guess I haven't been around them enough to smell them, but I sure do love them. And when I move to somewhere warm, presumably I'm gonna move to somewhere warm when I'm older. I can say that much. I hope to. One goal of mine is to have every U.S. native palm in my garden, so that would include palmetto, and I just love palmetto, especially with the full crown. It's just so beautiful. Such great palms. They're really underappreciated, I find. Partially because people think they're ugly because they take those newly transplanted ones that are all over the place with like cut up crowns that have barely any leaves. So people think those are sable palmetto, but those are just cut up ones. They don't know what the true sable palmetto is. What's the time? 5:55. All right. Yeah. Oh, dreamy eyes, he must. Yeah, exactly. I'd say exactly. So much of this is like for him. I hope he gets out of it for him. He's gonna get in serious trouble with the law or with people threatening him. I mean, he claims people are already threatening him and forcing him to lie, but I don't know who'd be forcing him to do this and why he couldn't report them to the police if that was true, which I highly doubt. So, yeah, pollination, exactly, I agree. Yeah, like people prank call like restaurants. I've seen kids do that. My old Boy Scout troop when I was younger, people did that, and it was just funny. I mean, occasionally it's mean, you feel bad for the people, but that's just like a joke. But there's a pretty fine line when you've gone too far, and I think he clearly knows he's gone too far. Yeah, white with dreamy eyes. That's sort of how I felt. I mean, obviously I have a problem with him simply for the fact that he created a fake channel and started trolling people. He comments on my videos a lot and usually says normal things. I mean, the thing is, what's normal? I mean, he always lies about his location, like says he's in Ireland on one of his channels or stuff like that. But yeah, I was always nice to him, and I am always nice to him, in fact. But he's gone too far, and he knows that. So I'm just going to continue to be nice to him, and maybe he'll. I mean, obviously at some point I got to say something. But I'm going to try to be nice to him, and maybe he'll change his mind. Who knows? Palmettos are... Really? You think so? Campbell likes Coke. Yeah, I mean, most people think that pinnate species are more tropical looking than palmate, because palmate species usually tend to be more subtropical. With the, of course, Hawaii, the only native palms are pinnate, which is, our palmate, which is kind of interesting, the lowly palms, Prochardia genus. But yeah, they definitely are tropical looking, and they are all over like Miami and tropical places. So they're mostly, I don't know mostly, but they're certainly native to tropical areas. I just love them. All right, White with Dreamy Eyes, thank you so much. Yeah, it's really great to have you in here. Thank you so much for joining, and you made it a great live stream, so thank you so much. Take care. And I hope the weather's good there. Bye. Yes, NJ Palms, I know. I would love to join the Virginia Palm Society, which is... I said there weren't any local palm societies. That's probably the only one. I think it's actually headquartered, or not headquartered, but most of the people are in Northern Virginia. So I would love to join that if I'm on Facebook, and I would love to join, a lot of your other guys' groups and Joe's groups. So I should get Facebook. My mom actually just got someone started trolling. Sorry, they didn't troll. They hacked into her Facebook account and sent out some less than appropriate messages to people. So she was alerted, thankfully, and I think she reported it. I don't know exactly what happened, but someone went in. Someone hacked her Facebook account. So that can happen. But I would like to get Facebook. It's a great site. Yep. Bye. Why with Dreamy Eyes. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you all, you guys who are in there. Really appreciate that. It's look how misty it is. crazy. Yeah, it's getting a little colder. I mean, it's really not that cold. I want to get one of those sticks that holds up the camera for you, because I feel like it might be a bit wobbly for you guys. But yep. You know what's interesting? Tell me if you guys know Brian Lowry. That name, Brian Lowry. He's this guy who trolled Joe's channel, and I got on the phone. So, you know, I don't know if you guys know, but Joe, after he was trolled, posted a video with this guy's phone number, and then he deleted the video shortly after. But because the guy was trolling Joe, they were literally calling him at night, and yeah, and then so I called him back. It got to this weird voicemail that said, "The great Brian Lowry will be with you." So I kept calling. I got the voicemail. I got a text from him once. Then finally, like a week ago, no, excuse me, it was like 2 or 3 weeks ago, but it was a while after I called again just for the heck of it. I was kind of bored, and I called Brian Lowry, and it said Brian Lowry. So this kid gets on. He says he's like 11, and I asked him all sorts of questions about, you know, the phone call that people made to Joe, and he says that was his friend, and his friend took his phone, and I asked who Brian Lowry is, and he said it was his dad, and his dad's a firefighter. Anyways, I had this long conversation with him. This kid, he sounds like he's like 11. He said his friend is like 12. So I don't know if I was talking to Bigfoot Squad BWPP. I think it didn't really sound like him. So I think, because he has sort of like an accent you can hear in certain words. So I think it was his friend or his brother. Someone says his brother works with him. But yeah, Brian Lowry's Bigfoot Squad. Is that right? Yeah. That's what I was thinking. That is, because it definitely seemed like him. And I asked him questions about Bigfoot Squad, and he claimed not to know anything about him. But I don't know. Just crazy. So he claimed not to be the troll. He claimed his friend took his phone. But some part of that's got to be a lie. I mean, look, he talked to me. I mean, I'm a little kid, but it's crazy. Yes. And a Camel who likes Coke. What's the confirmation? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it definitely sounds like him, but yeah, I need to, I want to get this whole, there's so much I don't know. I need to get this mystery. It's like a whole mystery we got to figure out. But I mean, it seems like it's solved. We know who's behind it, but yeah, he claimed his friend that stole his phone, his name was Jonathan Bettinger. And he said, just ask Joe about Jonathan Bettinger. I just said I said I knew Joe. I didn't say who I was, obviously, but he said, oh yeah, Jonathan Bettinger stole my phone. And I asked Joe about Jonathan Bettinger, and Joe said that Jonathan Bettinger, he said someone claiming to be Jonathan Bettinger's mom, wrote him on Facebook or something like that, and asked for Jonathan Bettinger's, and asked to send a signed picture for Jonathan Bettinger's birthday. So Joe's heard of this guy through someone claiming to be his mom, and Jonathan Bettinger is the person that Brian Lowry's son is the person claiming to be Brian Lowry's son said stole his phone and called and trolled Joe. So yeah, crazy. Joe, and you tracked him, is that right? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, he lives near Cleveland, Ohio, in probably a zone 5B or 6A. Sorry, I don't know about 5, probably a 6A. If he's living, I mean, no 8B there, yeah. No long-term palms there, really. I mean, again, he should try a needle palm. I mean, think about it. He could possibly have a long-term needle palm, but that's about it without protection. And I wish he would just be honest about that. Because, you know what? It's not a bad place to be if he should just actually make videos showing where he is. Like, I make videos showing where I am, showing the DC area, and showing the palms here. So, yeah. You know what? It's just frustrating. I don't know why. It does that. Yep, lives near Cleveland, Ohio. And somewhere, presumably along the lakeshore. And then I almost believed him when he said he lived in Cape Cod. Because the footage he shot looked like it could have been Cape Cod. See, I always look at I have like an eagle eye when I look at videos like that. I look at the architecture of the houses. I look at the trees, of course, is the first thing I notice. So he's claiming he's in the Bahamas when he has, you know, deciduous oaks and all sorts of like deciduous trees with no leaves on them. That's clearly not the Bahamas. The houses look nothing like the houses of the Bahamas. They're you know, siding houses that you find in like suburban Ohio, for example. So he's clearly not there. Obviously not in the Bahamas. Then when he said he was in Cape Cod, he has these videos along like the waterfront, which I don't even know if they're his, of you know, the waves coming in. That looked like it could have been Cape Cod. So I almost believe that, or there's New Jersey, but yeah, I'm sure it's Ohio. And is that right? Camel likes Coke. Well, what did he say? What did he say? Yeah, this guy's crazy. This guy's crazy. Where was he claiming to be? Was he claiming to be in the subtropical southeast where he's saying he's going to move, or is he still saying he's in Lake? He's still saying he's in Zone 8B, Ohio. Just ridiculous. Yeah, this guy's crazy. I don't know what to say. It's yeah, he's clearly, you know, in the northern U.S. and he's in Ohio. I mean, it's just. I mean, if everyone knows it, like the point of lie, I don't even know why he lies at this point. He's just continuing his lie for someone maybe to come along and believe it until we tell them otherwise. But it's just crazy. A Camel likes Coke. If you watch that video where he talks about, I don't know who it was, but he was sort of talking about like how people forced him to do what he did, and saying a lot of other insane stuff that really makes me question if he's actually okay. Like, he's saying insane stuff, so just crazy. Yeah, have you seen his video? Like that, I was came out like 1 or 2 days ago, but claiming someone was blackmailing him into doing all the lies he did. So he's claiming that he used that lie to admit that he was lying and then just be honest about where he is. But no, he admits that he was lying, but according to him, someone forced him to lie, and yet he still lies about his climate, Zone 8B, which is ridiculous. And I mean, it's just crazy that he's still perpetuating lies even after admitting he was lying, but just that someone forced him to. If I had to choose, where's Kiowa Island? Is that? I know Hilton Head, and that would probably be one of my choices because of the fact that they have actually a lot of queen ponds there, mature queens. So that's actually pretty awesome. Yeah. Is Kiowa also on the coastal South Carolina? That's yeah. I would love to live in South Carolina if I had to choose anywhere in the southeastern U.S. Yeah, I'm sure they're warm. Yeah, sounds amazing. Is that right? All right. Yeah. I know Hilton Head's a bit south of Charleston on the coast, but yeah, just seems like nice places. Columbia was very interesting. Columbia, from what I got, seemed very different from Charleston, like the city, but lots of palms there. So I loved it. I see. Mostly golf courses. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, a lot of the South Carolina coast. I mean, like, Myrtle Beach is like the mini golf capital, the self-proclaimed mini golf capital of the world. So, Yeah, that's crazy. I'm gonna end the stream soon, but thank you guys who are in here. Is that right? Well, it definitely gets colder, I can tell you that, in the winter, because you just don't see the same palms that you see in Charleston. Although you do see quite a few mature washies, which is awesome. But yeah, is that right? I guess that makes sense, because you have the ocean, or anywhere along the ocean usually won't get super hot. Like, coastal California is much, much cooler in the summer than inland California in the same latitude, wherever you are. Excuse me, well, for the most part, yeah, pretty much wherever you are. Like, if you go to inland Southern California and coastal Southern California, you're seeing incredible differences in temperature, so I guess that makes sense. That's crazy. Columbia's smack dab in the middle of the state. Hour and 33 minutes, all right. But yeah, guys, feel free to comment anything you guys want. We can talk about palms, we can talk about other stuff, but I just love having conversations with you guys. So yeah, just comment something that you guys, whatever you guys want to say. Columbia's like that is exactly the impression that I got of, like, well, so the area where I stayed, for example, with my family, was a fairly nice city neighborhood. It was almost like suburban-ish, but it was like right near downtown. And then you walk 2 blocks away, and there's tons of homelessness, and a lot of like signs are beat up, and you can see a lot of just rundown area with stores literally right next to it. And then you go another couple of blocks and you see these old like warehouses, which probably were run down, which are being like revitalized into, like coffee shops and stuff like that. So yeah, that is totally the impression that I got of it. Yep, I kind of likes Coke. That's kind of what it is, yeah. Yeah, DC's definitely not that way. You have big distinctions. You can tell when you're in a bad neighborhood, and you can most certainly tell when you're in a good neighborhood. Occasionally, you will, like any modern city, have mixes where, like, they're revitalizing the big areas. Like, for example, East DC tends to be much more dangerous than West DC on average, especially Southeast. Is Nats Park, which is the Nationals, or our baseball team. They built a new stadium there, and the soccer team has a new stadium. It's like a completely revitalized area. So yeah, it's changing. It's crazy. But DC, generally, you can tell what kind of neighborhood you're in, if it's nice or not. It's not like Columbia, which is just like mixed. In the sticks, you do. Is that right, Palm Nation? Welcome back, by the way. Yeah, well, how dark is it where you are? Because you're like more inland and south. So is it like, I mean, I don't know if the camera really does it well. I find the camera actually always makes it look lighter than it is. Like, that looks decently light. It's not really that light, but it's pretty dark. But what's it like where you are? Amazing, it hasn't really rained this entire... It was raining all day, and then I came off my live stream, and I guess I made the rain. But yeah, it's been good. I'm an hour and 36 minutes. I guess I went longer than I anticipated. Well, I was assuming it might rain, but thankfully the weather was good. Look at this. This is my neighborhood, this giant conifer that's just been here for a long time. Still daylight there, yep. I mean, you can still have a bit of daylight here, but for the most part, it's evening. Look at this thing. This thing is huge, and you've had big branches follow this in the top. And in the past, you can see like right there, that like U-shaped thing. Someone put a a hammock up there, and I've seen people go up there and like read a book or something up there, but kind of crazy that there's a hammock in this tree. Still, yeah, it's probably similar here. Exactly, yeah, exactly. The sun's getting close to setting. I mean, you know what? It'd be considerably, not considerably, but a bit brighter. Of course, there are no clouds. It's the cloud cover that makes it so dark. So, yeah. Yeah, I can't look Coke. I believe this is 36. So, yeah, we're pretty similar. Or excuse me, that's not right. No, sorry. What did you see? Sorry, you're 34.9 north latitude. I'm forgetting what DC is. It's definitely in the 30s. Sorry, I think it is 36. Yeah, I believe we're 36 latitude. Again, it's amazing. Like Joe is what, 48? Sorry, we must be more than 36. Maybe 38. I need to look this up again. I can't believe I don't know this, but yeah, it's amazing how like far north Joe is from us, and he's like considerably, not considerably, he's like a lot more mild than where we are. But crazy. All right, this was a great live stream, folks. Thanks for joining in here. I am going to cut it off, but thank you all for joining in. It was amazing. It didn't really rain at all, just sort of misty. Thanks, folks. Stay tuned for more videos, and yeah, thanks for watching. Palm Nation 34. Later. Wait, did you already go to the thing with how was the thing with what's his name? With the gaming thing you did? How was it? Bye, Camel likes Coke. Thanks for joining in. This was awesome. It was great to go out and yeah, just take a walk around. Thanks for joining in. And then just up here. We're doing that. Oh, I see. Awesome. Well, in that case, I will end this now. Thank you for watching this, and take care. Bye.